money for that, does he? No.
About that time, you all of you hear a voice in your heads. If you would just click your heels, your meeting regarding the fangs is now. Oh, come on, it's a ruby key. You went through behind the curtain. Of course it's damn click your heels.
Yep.
Ha.
Luna clicks her heels, no hesitation.
No, I was putting my face palming for a completely unrelated reason, I assure you.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Does everyone click their heels?
Yeah.
No place like home.
Yep.
Joke.
And
Axel sort of backs out of his deal and clicks his heels, yeah. He doesn't actually put the money for that, really.
in a blink, you appear in the entryway to an opulently furnished, multicolored tent of bright primary colors. Exotic, heavenly patterned rugs are on the floor. Deep, comfortable-looking chairs and lounges are spread around the room into different conversation spaces. This is a huge space, really. You see small braziers with smoldering coals are spread around the room, giving off tendrils of spicy, aromatic smoke. You see several brightly colored exotic birds perched on stands around the room. Across from you is a small dais with a beautifully carved warpwood desk upon it. Across the grain of this desk, as warpwood does, you see it flow, and as it flows around it, it changes basically through every color of the spectrum as it flows around the desk, the grain moving around on this just remarkable piece of furniture. In front of the desk, with back turned toward the group, you see a smallish figure, probably only 5'4", 5'5", female in shapes, but sturdily built. She's wearing a full-length black skirt with ornate swirling patterns embroidered into the black shimmering thread. The skirt is sort of cinched tight at the waist, and there is a deep, almost blood red sort of overcoat, overdress that goes over it, sort of in a Victorian Gothic type style. The jacket, sort of overcoat, is sort of high collared and has the same patterns embroidered into it again in the deep red, just like it was in the black on the other. The fabric goes all the way down to her wrists. Just a very well-tailored garment. Iska, your eyes are immediately drawn to this woman's hair, as everyone else is taking in this outfit. Pulled into a flowing gray cascade is thousands of tiny braids that flow midway down her back. All of you hear Lyle's voice in your heads. Step lightly, friends. These are dangerous waters we tread in. A voice comes from the figure, her back still to you. Oh, Lysithia, stop! You'll scare the poor children. I see you're still slumming it with the Frost Prince's minion. Will you never take it upon yourself to realize it's time to return to your true home? Well, whatever. I should have known it would be a janitor to show up here with something like these. Well, Lysithia, at least make yourself useful and introduce me. You hear almost a mental sigh from Lysithia. Friends, let me introduce Myminsyra, bastard daughter to the Duke of Sunset, the Frost Prince's brother. With that, the woman makes a grandiose turn, and you see her face. Truly handsome woman, her age displayed with pride in the creases and wrinkles that tell the story of her long life. Her eyes glow like the sunset itself, just like Iskrin's do. Mix of oranges, reds, and violets. Her skin pulses with the sunset colors in a similar way to Iskrin's blue tint. She looks at each of you dead in the eye, taking in and assessing each one of you. Celia, she almost nods with a smile of recognition. Iskrin with a bit of disdain. Axel doesn't really have any reaction. Luna, a little bit of a knowing glance. Luck, and then Iska. Iska, when her eyes land on you, after the briefest of moments, she starts almost, and a big Cheshire grin spreads across her face. Oh my. Huh. She seems to look over your left shoulder, her eyes focusing as though there's something right behind you, and then begins to speak, her voice almost carrying past you and around you. What a web you have woven, my dears. Indeed, what are you ladies up to? I never thought you had a flair for the theatrical, but you have outdone yourselves this time now, haven't you? Now don't tell me how it ends, but please let it be at the conclave. You see, I have business there myself. Oh, this is just too much. Throw a pebble into the ocean so the ripples unsettle a butterfly and it flaps his wings, right? Oh, marvelous. You must let me make a show of it when it is all done. It will be spectacular. Once upon a tangled skein, a fly did lure the spider. Ah, it's perfect. Of course, the fly does have to live, I guess. Details. Oh, is that where I come on him? Is this why we're here now? Oh, but of course it is. Oh, well. Let me play my part, then. I assume that I'm to play it as I normally would. Her face suddenly becomes deadly serious again. So, what is it you, looking from each one of you, ask of me?